Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Deva Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri
Hello, everyone. Welcome to our daily chanting session here on Friday, July 9th, 2021. My name is Sucharita. For those of you who don't know me, wishing you all a very warm welcome. It has been such a beautiful blessing to attend these daily chanting sessions. So welcome if you're new for the first time. You're going to get into a deep state of bliss and joy and happiness and energy, and maybe feel a little bit lighter, or maybe perhaps empowered to come out of your harms and hurdles. So this is a really fabulous community that we have coming together for these past several days, and we'll continue on until the 22nd of July, when we can be with Dr. Pillai during Guru Purnima. So Guru means dispeller of darkness. It means to dissipate that which we are ignoring. So even though we think we're paying attention to all those challenges in our lives, we can be ignoring God. And where is God? God is inside of us. So that's what the spiritual master does. It wakes up God consciousness inside of us and says, hey, all you need to do is get some passcodes, some supercharged sounds that will help you to align with this cosmic event. So the full moon of the Guru, or Guru Purnima, Purnima means full moon, and it happens once a year, and it happens in the full moon during the month of July. And it's a really great time because there are so many blessings, not only coming from Dr. Pillai, our spiritual master, There are other masters who flood to the earth plane. This is the time where the gates of heaven open up, if you will, and they are ready to bless everyone. Whether you tune into it or not, you're still going to get the blessings. We'll all get the blessings. However, if we do tune in, whoa, we really feel that energization, that empowerment, that initiation. So there are some services that are offered through Pillai Center, and we are going to talk about that once we come out of our chanting session. So for now, let's get settled in and take a few deep breaths. I'm going to be moving out of the camera, so I will just put the camera right up in front of the altar so you can merge with this spiritual being who has come into this statue. It's been empowered by Dr. Pillai and is Dr. Pillai himself. So you might feel as if you are being embraced by some tremendous energy. So we call that darshan, or spiritual transmission, or shaktipat. So Dr. Pillai is tuning in every time we come together. And anytime we do a mantra practice or we do a meditation together, which is kind of like what we're going to be doing. Meditation is a stream of consciousness that we'll tap into using the sound. So we'll be invoking Ganesha, who will remove the obstacles. He's the elephant-headed being. He has a pot belly and he rides a mouse. And that image can be something that you can resonate with. And it sounds like my alarm is going off for some reason. So I'm going to just pause it for now. Okay, that was a sign. So when we call on these divine beings, we're always wondering, how do we know that we're communicating with them? And as Dr. Pillai has shared, that when a bell goes off or a siren goes off, for some strange reason, my alarm went off, the fire alarm went off, and there's no fire going on, although there could have been some smoke from, a little bit of smoke from the ghee lamp here. Anyhow, we want to make sure that if you are going to be participating at home, that you are safe and that you will make sure that you are attending the candles or the ghee lamps or any kind of oil lamp that is burning. So sorry about that interruption, but it's a great sign. That means pay attention. And then we're in a line with the divine and we'll get the blessings. So we're going to be calling on Ganesha, and then we're going to be using the Guru Gita, which is the song to the Guru, and then the Mula Mantra, which are these key sounds or passwords or passcodes that will awaken your divine Wi-Fi connection, if you will, with not only Dr. Pillai, but all gurus, all masters, all spiritual teachers who have gone before us or who are here on the earth plane as well. And then it doesn't matter which tradition or culture you're from or which religious belief system you have, or if you have none, you are going to be experiencing something waking up inside of you, something supernatural, something that is bliss or joy or happiness for no reason. So even when things go sideways, you can experience some kind of awakening. And sometimes we need that kind of jolt to make us to pay attention that there is some other thing that's going on inside of ourselves that says, hey, pay attention to me. So let's get into it. I'll be moving the camera so that it'll be up close and personal. And then you can commune with Dr. Pillai's image and then also listen to these beautiful sounds. You can chant along. Radha is here and she's going to pop onto the chat the different mantras as they are introduced. So don't worry if you don't know it, if you don't know how to pronounce it. It's like when you learn a new song on the radio, you hear it for the first time and you go, hey, that's kind of catchy. And then you start to hum a couple of tunes and then you get into the words and then all of a sudden you know it. So let's, without further ado, let's get into it. So you can be thinking about what it is that you want to manifest. And through the grace and blessings of Dr. Pillai, you can ask him to give you those miracles in your life. So now that we have settled in and we are going to be going internally, you can be closing your eyes or you can keep them open. I'm just going to create a little ambience here with the altar. Once again, this image, this statue of Dr. Pillai has been empowered by him many times over the 20 plus years that I've had it. And each time we meditate together as a global community, that spiritual transmission, that energy gets received by all. So soak it up and enjoy. So you can close your eyes and put your attention internally. We're going to do a little bit of a grounding exercise, especially after all that excitement. We'll call on Ganesha to remove the obstacles. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha Nirvignam Kuru Kuru. Now imagine a ray of light shooting up your backbone, going through the top of your skull and into the space, like a searchlight, seeking out blessings from the divine. Imagine two beams of light entering your eyes, Feel these divine beams of light cleansing the windows to your soul. The eyes are the windows to the soul. Two beams of light enter your ears, piercing your eardrums. The inside of your head lights up. Two beams of light shoot up the nostrils, cleansing the prana, the life force energy in the nostrils. A beam of light pierces the tongue, tip of the tongue, middle of the tongue, back of the tongue, light up. Now feel the throat swallow the light, cleansing the karma that's stuck in the throat. A beam of light pierces the forehead, activates the pituitary, the pineal, the third eye in the middle of the brain. Feel the pulse. And a beam of light enters the top of your skull. The light enters the brain and all the neurons fire. Front of the brain, back of the brain, sides of the brain, top of the brain, middle of the brain are all lit up. And once the brain lights up, the rest of the nervous system follows suit from head to toe. You're on fire with this light. Waves of light moving through you from head to toe. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Om Dram Dattatreya Shiva Baba Namaha. Now make a prayer to Dr. Pillai to reveal miracle consciousness to you so that you can come out of your harms and hurdles with grace and ease, Guru's grace and ease. Enjoy the practice, and we'll see you in a bit.
Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परं ब्रह्मा तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिवशद्गुरु बाबाय स्वाहा। सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिवशद्गुरु बाबाय स्वाहा। सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय शिवशद्गुरु बाबाय स्वाहा। सर्वलोकाय आदित्याय Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha. Om Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha. 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 Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Babaya 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 Swaha. आदित्याय शिवशद्गुरु बाबाय स्वाहा ॐ सर्वलोकाय 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 आदित्याय Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha. Om Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha. Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha. Om Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha. 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 Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Bhavaya Swaha. Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru 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 Bhavaya Swaha. Sarvalokaye Adityaye Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha 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 Om Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha Om Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha Om Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha Om Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha
And slowly, slowly, gently come back to yourselves. As you're coming back, take notice of the thoughts, the quality of the thoughts, the quantity or number of thoughts. Are you able to select thoughts that are going to be uplifting, creating positivity, joy, excitement about your goals or your manifestations? Were you able to see yourself or feel yourself or experience yourself in some way that has given you relief as you released anything that is no longer serving you? Did you feel the expansion or fullness of the light and sound vibrations of these powerful mantras that will awaken miracle consciousness inside of you, in your life, such that it radiates out into whoever you come into contact with, because you have chosen to be with Satguru, a teacher of the truth of who you are is light and love, super consciousness, supernatural states, miracle consciousness, blessings, joy, bliss. There are no words to describe it. It's a presence. It's your life force or prana, life energy that you're breathing in and out. Feel the empowerment, the grace, the blessings through your participation. Make a prayer now to Dr. Pillai and all the divine beings, all the spiritual masters, of gratitude for filling you up, for pinging you in many ways than one, tonight at least. Setting the alarm. There's no time like now to receive the blessings, to receive the grace, to keep meditating, praying, chanting, singing the sounds, dancing to the sounds of Guru Gita, the song of the Guru, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Shakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. And as you're slowly coming back, you can open your eyes and we will show the light. If you have a light or a candle, a ghee lamp, you can show it as well. If you don't, you can just participate. And we will use our right hand and circle in a clockwise direction. So imagine you're starting from left to right, going up and around. And each time we circle or wave the light in front of Dr. Pillai as we're chanting the Mula Mantra or listening for now, then we will feel the spiritual blessings going deeper and deeper into ourselves, cleansing our body, our mind, our soul, enlivening us with this spiritual energy and empowerment. Om Aim Reem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Babaya Swaha. Om Aim Reem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Bhavaya Swaha. Om Aim Hrim Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Satguru Bhavaya Swaha. Receive the light, receive the blessings. Make a prayer for whatever it is that you want to manifest. Send it into the image. And feel the energy coming back to you. Yes, it is done. And because we're coming together as a global community, committed to uplifting humanity in any way we can, whenever we gather in Dr. Pillai's name and his teachings, we never know the impact that it has. And that's a blessing. So thank you for participating, and we'll pray for those who need it the most. Food, clothing, shelter, medicine, education, people to love one another. We must experience it in this lifetime through your commitment and through Satguru Dr. Pillai, Dattatreya Shiva Baba, who is aligned with the highest intelligence, always helping us to be in the right place at the right time, thinking, saying, and doing the right thing. Peace, prosperity, enlightenment for all. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bring your hands together if you haven't already, and feel the energy in your palms, activating all the energy inside of you, sealing it. Harness that energy, the blessings, the divinity. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment, peace to the world, peace to the universe. Peace, peace, peace. And relax. And slowly, slowly come back to yourselves. Hello, everyone. Wasn't that fun? So, welcome, everyone. I'm giggling because, wow, you know, you don't need a truckload of signs to know that the divine is here and now, and we're tapping into the energy. We can receive the blessings so super easy. So thank you so much for coming, everyone. And we will see you again tomorrow evening. And if you'd like to come to the webinar, that's a free webinar that I'll be hosting and sharing more about how you can participate and get the blessings of Guru from on Guru's Day, Guru Purnima, the one time of the year where there are incredible energy transmissions coming from all the cosmic beings who are ready and waiting to come in, get channeled in at that time. And with Dr. Pillai's grace and blessings, he's able to harness that energy and that intelligence and be that channel, if you will, or that vortex of energy gets created around him so we can just tap in to it. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. It's going to be at 11 a.m. Pacific time, and it is 2 p.m. Eastern time. I believe that Radha will be posting the link to join either by YouTube, viewing page on Pillai Center, or even Facebook. So I'm pretty excited that we're going to be broadcasting to even more people. So invite your friends, and we'll find out about how to get in touch with Guru's grace, and we'll have a little practice as well, so you'll experience it. All right, everyone. So thank you for joining. I am going to be just checking the chat to see if anyone has any questions. You're so welcome to share your experiences, as I see that you have. Arjun is saying here, wow, the entire room is filled with the light. Suddenly it is looking more clear and filled with divine light. So blessed. That's awesome. So when we clear our eyes, these two anatomical eyes in our head, we will cleanse the windows, if you will, to the soul. So the soul shines through our eyes, and we tend to see what we have manifested. And sometimes we don't really like what we manifested. However, when we get on a spiritual path and we have the grace and blessings of Sadhguru, Dr. Pillai, we can diffuse that negativity super easy. So it's lovely to hear that you felt the clarity coming when you came out of the meditation. Su King is saying here, extremely grateful to the blessing energy. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. Gratitude and blessings. People are sharing. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. It was so powerful for me. I had clarity about what is holding me back and had so much healing. Feel so blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's from Shu Nathan. Thank you for sharing that. It's very inspiring when we share, because we don't really know what we're going through sometimes when we're doing a mantra practice or a meditation, and we hear from other people and we're thinking, oh, I don't really know what's going on. But then later on, perhaps when you're doing the meditation or the mantra practice on your own, you'll remember what people have shared, and you may experience something similar. So Kalyani is saying here, thank you so much. So glad to see you. Thank you, Babaji, for your grace. And thank you all at Pillai Center. Yes, nice to see you too, Kalyani. Here, joining, Faraz is saying, hi, Sutrita, today's Babaji's statue looks like that of an emperor's. That's Vishwamitra consciousness coming in to the golden age for all. Thank you so much. Oh, very welcome, Faraz. And when I'm decorating this statue, this image, he moved so many times. I had him sitting on a different altar. I had him sitting on a table. I had him moving all around until he finally ended up here. And perhaps that's why the alarm went off, because he was wanting us to be alert. So this is no kidding. When we come and participate or do it on our own, where we're chanting this mantra, there are going to be signals sent out to the divine. And how do we know is when there is an alarm or a bang or some noise that comes out of nowhere, or some awareness, like an aha experience. So something has to kind of jolt us, like pay attention to what is happening when you do a spiritual practice. And be safe, especially when it has to do with fire and incense and so on. I didn't even go to the incense. Not going to try that one. So Samuel is saying here, thank you. Let me just see here. Scroll up a bit. Thank you so much for this. Can a mantra be suggested for more self-confident speaking and leadership skills? I have a habit of feeling judged by others, which is not even real. Thank you. And it is real. It seems like it's not, but we're feeling it. So there is a certain reality to it, although on a higher level, it isn't that which is holding us back. So Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adityaya Shiva Sadguru Bhavaya Swaha. So this Mula mantra is loaded with super intelligence. Aim is the sound for Saraswati. Om, before that, is the sound for omniscience, omnipotence, and omnipresence. And so it's saying, hey, wake up, that highest self-esteem inside of us. It's beyond the mind, beyond the body, beyond our karmas. We're saying, hey, wake up and sing and dance and create like the goddess Saraswati wants us to. The goddess of creation, education, highest intelligence, wisdom. So that will bring in the energy. And then Hreem is the sound of high self-esteem, really high self-esteem, and it centers you. So you'll be that calm in the storm of your life or the storm of your thoughts. Real or not real, it doesn't matter. We want to be unshakable. We don't want to be going here and there. We want to be staying steady. So then we have Sarvalokaya. This is the auspiciousness all around. That's the highest. It's the royalty consciousness. That's the highest self-esteem. And who cares if anyone's judging you? You're just sitting in the crown, or you're sitting there with your crown on in the throne of your life. So it will bring you to that state of consciousness where you won't really matter what anyone else is thinking, saying, or doing to you. I mean, you will, because you'll be wise about it. You won't be abused for sure. But then, so Sarvalokaya Adityaya. Aditya is this high intelligence, like millions of suns, light, and this grace and blessings. And the Adityas are a lineage of spiritual masters. So Adityaya, Shiva Satguru. So Shiva is that balanced state, the Shiva Shakti, that masculine and feminine energy, the highest. And then Satguru, of course, is the truth that gets revealed. That's why Guru removes darkness, because it takes you out of the dark and brings you to the truth. When there's a lot of light that's shed on the matter of your life, or the matter of low self-esteem, or thinking about what other people think, and you're getting caught up in all that mosh pit of energy and drama, it feels like it's really real, and it feels like you have no way out, but these sounds will knock it away, and it will raise your vibration so that people who have looked at you in a certain way or judged you in a certain way, all of a sudden you'll be going, hey, they're not doing that anymore. How come? Because the truth. So Satguru reveals the truth, dispels the ignorance or darkness, or that negative congested energy, or that dark cloud that seems to follow us when we're feeling like there's no way out. So Bha are the two sounds. Ba and Ba are the sounds that remove Papa. Papa means sin in Sanskrit. So sin is something that we missed. We didn't know about something. We made mistakes. So everyone makes mistakes, including enlightened beings. So don't worry about it. So saints are sinners who never give up. I always love that saying. So you want to get to that level of consciousness where you're using Ba to remove Papa. So the sounds will remove that energy that is represented by these sin mistakes or challenges that we thought, oh, that was a good idea. And then we went, oh dear. So Babhaya Swaha means, hey, come on right now and be with me. I can't wait one more millisecond. So Om Aim Hreem Sarvalokaya Adidhyaya Shiva Satguru Bhavaya Swaha. Those are the sounds for highest self-esteem. A long and drawn out answer, but hopefully Samuel and everyone else who feels like others are judging or you're judging and or you're hypercritical and then that comes back at you super fast. Watch out, karma's fast. It comes back super fast. So we want to make sure that that gets dissolved before it boomerangs back to us to keep us up and elevated in our state of consciousness. So you're very welcome. People are sharing where they're from all around the world. Nesa's saying here, there's a feeling that everything is possible and that all is good. Concept of impossibility is gone. Yay! And also I have a smile around my head. Thank you, Ganesha, Babaji, Sututa Radha, and all present. You're very welcome, Nesha. Hyojin is saying here, is it okay to participate in these sessions if you already have a guru? Absolutely. Everyone has guru. Guru is someone who has been guiding you, a mentor, or you may have been initiated by a spiritual master or masters in this lifetime. And they will all say to you, that's awesome. You're going and you're getting more blessings. So whether the guru is here on the earth plane or on other planes as well, doesn't matter which tradition it is, because the earth plane is all about segregation, and spiritual realm, well, there's no boundaries there. It's limitless. So don't get too caught up in, oh my goodness, am I doing something wrong? You're not. Maybe your guru sent you here to get the blessings for however long you're going to come and enjoy it. So Dr. Pillai has always shared with us over the years, there's a door that goes both ways, in and out, as you wish. So enjoy. Great. So Radha, Pillai Center Practice, has posted, join Dr. Pillai's 2021 Guru Purnima Blessings live, July 23rd, or 22nd, 11:30 p.m. Pacific time and 1:30 a.m. It should be Eastern time there. Sorry, it's 11:30 p.m. Pacific time to 1:30 p.m. Or a.m. Pacific time. And that means that what Dr. Pillai has done is he has said that he's going to give spiritual transmission for 2 solid hours. Now, if you've been with a guru or a master and over the years, or you're just new, you are going to get something that is going to be life transforming. And perhaps your soul is going to be pushing you to go get filled up with it. And what I've experienced in the 25 years that I've been with Dr. Pillai, every Guru Purnima, my life changes, whether I'm with him in person, whether I'm with him virtually, as in on a webcast or webinar like it is available now due to COVID. He can't travel anywhere and we can't either. So we're so blessed that we have the technology that will connect us, and then we can still receive the blessings. And it's kind of fun because on the screen, all you see is him. And it's like he's there with you in your living room or wherever you are watching, tuning in. And it's like, wow, you can't get that close even up if you're in person with him. Not necessarily. So it's a real blessing. And this is the time where Dr. Pillai wants everyone who is ready to fill themselves up, to change their destiny, and to make your life miracles by the moment, not just a 1 off or 2 off or 3 off. You want miracle consciousness in every breath you take and every move you make. So that's what we wanted to share about that. So check it out. The link is there. Even if you read it and you say, oh my God, I can't afford to do this, then you have these practices as well that you can participate on that full moon of the Guru, wherever you are in the world. You just tune in during that full moon time and you will receive the blessings, because God only knows what you can do, and you know too. So, but if you can, It's an incredible opportunity to have a new reality be just given to you without even asking. So I have many stories that we share over the years, and I'll be sharing a couple of those tomorrow during the webinar. So please come and find out. So I'll leave you hanging for that one. So Lisa's saying here, your knowledge is very informative, enlightening. Oh, fabulous. Well, I'm just speaking what Dr. Pillai has shared with me over the years, and I'm so happy to be sharing it with everyone else, having the blessings to do that. So it's always fun when there's more people to play with. And we all know being on a spiritual path, it's kind of lonely sometimes, and people in our lives don't understand, and we feel like, oh my goodness, I don't, my friends, my family don't understand, my work colleagues, some may even think, well, I've gone off the deep end, or I'm like too eccentric, or whatever it is. And I guess that's where the judgment comes in. And you don't have to, because your spiritual path is your evolution. It's your own intimate experience. So you don't necessarily have to share with anyone else, but they will definitely ask, hey, what are you up to? You're glowing. And you'll go, oh, I don't know. I'm just doing some things. And you may even share the teachings with them if they're open. But trust in your gut and know when to zip it, as the kids say, zip. Or you can, share the free YouTubes on Pillai Center or Astrovet or Pillai Center Practice or Pillai Center Academy. All those teachings are there for free, and you're welcome to share that with your family and friends. And they can find out for themselves whether they want to explore it more. So the Pillai Center Practice, Radha has also posted here Guru Purnima remedies. So we'll be talking more about that in depth tomorrow. So those, when you participate in services that are done via proxy, because we can't jump on a plane and go there to India, to those power spots. And even if we could jump on a plane, you can't always get to all the power spots all at once, because they're thousands of miles away. So over the years, the decades, Dr. Pillai has coordinated all the Vedic specialists in all those different vortices, those temples, rivers, power spots, nature power spots, to do the blessings for the people who are sponsoring those remedies. And the remedy means that not something is wrong. It just means to remediate. It means to intervene. We all need divine intervention. We need to get a break in life. We need to break from that which has been harmful for us, and it's really dragging us down. So that link is there. Check it out, read about it, and you will feel something awakening inside of you. And maybe that is a remedy that's starting. So remember, the spiritual journey has no bounds. And you may think, oh my goodness, I can't afford this, or I can afford it. I don't know if I want to do it. You will know it. And that's your own intimate connection to the God or goddess inside of you, nature, if you will, or a higher consciousness, a higher intelligence, energy, empowerment, whatever it is that you call. Maybe it's Buddha or Jesus or Allah or God knows who, Shiva, Ganesha. It could be any of those divine beings saying, hey, it's about time you did this. Come on, change your life. So that will be the divine intervention, and then you participate. And as it's going on in India, thousands of miles away for people, maybe some people it's very near. If you're in that region or that neck of the woods in the world, then you will experience it as well. And you will feel, oh my God, something just entered me. Something awakened inside of me. And then you look in your life and things start to shift and you're going, I didn't really do anything. So that's the grace and blessings of Guru calling on your soul to say, hey, this is the time for you. So if you're ready, go for it. So Lord Lakshmi is saying here, Guru energy is only masculine, one feminine, two are there women on earth that are gurus. Guru is inside of you. So it's beyond the genders. It is an energy that wakes up and balances the masculine and feminine inside of you. So it keeps you in a steady state. And then when you're in a steady state, you're not wobbling with emotions or thoughts pinging and pulling you here and pulling you there. And it will keep you totally balanced. So guru is already inside of you. And then you need a spiritual master to awaken that, to give you the passcodes. It's kind of like you can have, access to something on the internet, but if you don't have the proper password, the sign in and password, you won't get true access to, you won't have the knowledge. So that's what a guru does, is it gives you, it awakens inside of you that guru, and that grows and grows and grows, the dispeller of darkness, of ignorance. It gets rid of pain and suffering, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially, relationship-wise. So it is an energy of consciousness that needs to grow. And as you tap into this power source, the Sadguru, which is the power source for us, Dr. Pillai, and then we know, okay, I'm growing with that. That's why we're doing these prepare for Guru's grace, for Guru Purnima, because you've got to do it step by step. Otherwise you'll explode and you'll be like barbecue, burnt to a crisp. And that's what happens to a lot of people, is that they go and sit with the master, or they receive the spiritual transmission. And if they're not prepared at the level of the soul, they can be feeling out of sorts. Now, having said that, it may be that lifetimes have passed by and you're ready to receive, and it's so natural, so sweet. So Guru's energy is in everybody, and it doesn't matter what gender you are. So Sue is saying, July 23rd is her birthday. Happy birthday ahead of time, Sue. Awesome, blessings. So give yourself that birthday and birth your highest self into this life. So waiting is a waste of time, as Dr. Pillai shares, and that's what it means, is that if you can participate in any way through the paid or free services, and set some time aside for you to listen to this mantra, you can even play one of these practices. The recordings are there on the YouTube forever. And, you can pick your favorite teacher or the favorite session that you had, and then just dive in, fast forward it to the mantra practice, and just dive in and experience that blessing coming through. So Samuel is saying, I've prayed to Babaji for a psychological healing. I'm so grateful to hear this. Oh, yes, great. All right. Well, it looks like we've gone to the top of an hour. And thank you so much, everyone, for your patience, kindness, and compassion when the alarms were going off. OMG, that brought us to attention. And again, that is a sign that we have to stay alert in our life. So if you hear your phone going off, or you hear an alarm going off, or you hear a bang, or some sudden news comes, it's something to consider, that the divine is here full on and trying to communicate with us. And how do we communicate with the divine? Is we do the practice, no matter what. And then you will experience the grace, the blessings pouring into your life. So we'll wrap it up for now. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless you all. We'll see you tomorrow during the webinar at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow night for this chanting session. And we will, hopefully you will share this with everyone else that you feel that could get blessings, and then they can decide whether they want to join or not. All right. God bless you all. Namaste.